Hey friends, it's Kelly here with Kelly Crafts It All. Did you think you were going to hear that so soon? I was surprised. Well, I have a little life update, and the life update is I did find found a job, not a new job, but I'm going back to my old job, which was doing security. And I called up my old boss and I said, "Hey, do you got any job openings? We really, need a job." And he said, "Oh, you're just in luck. We have some openings, and I'd be, more than happy to get you back to work." And I said, "Great." So Monday, which was Valentine's Day, I had a job interview. I did the interview. He called yesterday on Tuesday and said, "I'm trying to get you set up for a job. I'm going to shoot you some emails, and if you'll follow the links and fill out all the paperwork, we can get you started." So with security, you have to they do an extensive background check. They do federal and state background checks here in Arkansas. I don't know how it is with anywhere else, but here they do an extensive background search, and so we're waiting on that. They usually do that first, see if that comes through okay, which I know mine will be fine. And I've done security before. I've been in security for, 7-8 years. And my very first security job, I worked at a steel mill, and I was an EMT there, emergency medical technician. And yeah, I was on the ambulance for a couple of years. And I had done ambulance work when I lived in Ohio. That's where I first got my EMT license. And I kind of got burnout on it. When I moved to Arkansas, I did it for a couple of years, and it was just kind of getting burnt out on it. And it's just a hard job. And I did okay, I would do okay until it came to the kids. You go through things, and we had a really bad accident, and I had a 2-year-old who was severely injured, and that one just never left my mind, and it really hurt my heart, and I just really didn't want to get back into doing EMS service anymore. I wanted to do something else. So a good friend of mine said, "Hey, we have openings here at the steel mill for security guards, and you have to be an EMT or a first responder." I said, "That sounds great." And I knew what she did in her job, and it basically, you sat at a desk, you answered the phone, and you checked people in and out. And if you had sometimes we get little accidents at the mill, a cut finger, or, luckily in the 6 years that I had been there, I had nothing majorly severe. I mean, we had a couple people with chest pains and stuff like that, And so I went out there and I worked, and then the mill that I worked for, when COVID hit, shut their doors. They were shutting their doors. The rumor had it they were going to close that mill anyway. But when COVID hit, it really hit them hard, and they closed their doors, and they didn't have any place to put us. Everything was full. So our boss said, "Hey, just sit tight, do your unemployment, and when something opens, I'll let you know." Well, in the meantime, between all that, my father-in-law took ill. So my husband's like, "Well, we're doing okay. Let's just hold off." And I stayed home and helped my father-in-law, and got him on hospice, and I was doing all that and everything. So we got that all taken care of. Things never changed with him. He has a growth in his throat, and it never changed in 2 years. It hadn't changed. So his insurance decided he couldn't use hospice anymore. So now we're back to, running back and forth to doctors and things. So that's been keeping me busy since I had to take my little hiatus. But anyhow, I did get a job. I'm going back to security. So we're just waiting for my background check to come back. Get that done. Do your, drug screen, and that's going to come back fine, so I'll be okay there. So I'm just waiting to do all the testing. And then I'll have to travel, a couple hours away and do training and fill out, do for my security license. I have to take the little test they have. So I am going back to work, and I'm excited, and what that means, I come back to YouTube, because now I don't feel as guilty using up craft supplies and trying to replenish them, and, my husband didn't care. He supports my crafting. He loves my crafting. And he said, anything that keeps your mind busy makes me happy, so, in the meantime, looking for a job, I kind of crafted a little bit here and there. I did get, some orders for those wooden hearts. I did a project share, I think, on that. So I did get a few orders for those, so that kept me busy for a few days. And then, there's only just so much cleaning I can do. I cleaned all my kitchen cupboards and organized those, and cleaned closets, and, did some kind of deep cleaning kind of things while I was waiting for phone calls for job opportunities, which some came and some just really didn't add up to what I was looking for. A lot of, for the job market being what it is since there's COVID, it just really floored me, because like all the fast food restaurants around here have beefed up their pay. They did our Burger King here is paying $11.50 an hour, which was great. But they're only offering you, 10 hours a week. So, it was great that they did that, but they got, went through the hoops and said, well, we'll raise, minimum wage. Great. We'll raise our, pay, but we'll just work you less hours. So, it was a catch-22 kind of thing. And I was like, I don't know all about that. So that's when I decided to call my old boss, see what he had. And luckily, he found me something. So thank you guys for all your prayers and well wishes and everything on my job endeavor. And our prayers are answered. So we're good to go back to YouTube. All right, so I have this little Cricut tutorial I wanted to show you. I didn't know how to do it, and I got to fooling around in here, and I kind of watched a few tutorials, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bring this over to my channel, just in case people don't know. Now, a few years ago, or maybe last year, I don't remember when, there was this big font going around. Everybody wanted it. Everybody was getting it. It was called Samantha Font. I mean, it was selling for like $20 back then. You can pick it up for like $5 now, because then, it's not the shiny new toy anymore. But I was like, and I was, working back then, and I still, at $20 for a font, I was like, no way. I got squeamish at $4.99 buying fonts on Cricut. And I thought, no. So I got on, the computer, the great World Wide Web there, and said fonts similar to Samantha Font. And I got a few, little things, and I went to Dafont.com, which I love that site. I highly recommend it. It's a free site. The fonts are free, and as far as I know, and here's Dafont.com. Great font site. You can find all kinds of new fonts. You can go to the new fonts. It'll show you what's new. What's new. Themes. If you click on the themes, it'll bring you this page, and it'll give you all these wonderful choices for fonts. So if we would just kind of go in here, I like the handwritten fonts. They're really pretty. Yeah, everybody was getting this Samantha font, and everybody was complaining. What the heck? I typed this in, and it's not typing like, yeah, I'll show it. This is crazy. So, you had to go in and you had to fix it, and it was like, are you kidding me? But it's not hard to do. It's pretty easy. But you have to fix it. It just doesn't type like you want it to. So when you find yourself, a font that you want, like this one here. It's called Love Heart. If you want to download it, you click on download. And this one says it's a demo. So I know what, I don't want that one. I don't like the demos because only certain letters will work sometimes. Now there was one in here I had found and I really thought it was pretty. Now let's say you did find one and you wanted to look for it. Go in the search here. It was called Rebecca. Yeah, right there. It was really cute. And if you click on it, it'll tell you about it. It's this lovely script font and all that. So I want that one, so I'm going to download it. I want to click on my Save As, or however you have yours set to go into your computer. I have my own font folder that I made myself because I have an external drive, and I wanted my fonts to go on there, but they install in on my Windows. So I'm going to hit Save. This is going to be a compressed folder, which means it's a zipped file. You have to unzip it. So if I clicked on that Open, and I go to Extract All, it's going to extract it and open it up for me. Now, I was always told to always install just the true type fonts. I don't know what, I just do what I was always told. So if I right click on the true type font, I'm going to get it where it says install. Click install and it's going to install that Rebecca font. Now there's license and everything, and if you click those it'll tell you all about it. It tells you not for no commercial use. A lot of them do that. If you want to get the commercial license, they'll tell you how to go about getting it. These are just, if you're going to give things away, you can use them. But if you're going to sell them, you have to go get a license. Okay, so we got our font all installed. And I go over here to Cricut. And I have that installed font, but my Cricut will not work because it's open with that font. I have to close it and reopen it. So, whoops. Alright, so I have to close my Cricut, and then I'd have to reopen my Cricut in order for that font to work. So we'll bring up our Cricut here. Just going to pop up here any minute. I'm going to hit on New Project. And I like to change this screen to a light green color. You go do that by going to Blank Canvas, and you can change the color of your screen. And to me, this is just easier on my eyes. Okay, so now go hit that text box. I'm going to type in my name. And I want to use that Rebecca font. Or any font. Now there's another font, it's called Best Friend. You can get on Dafont.com and it is really pretty. It's pretty similar to that Samantha Upright. I'll show it to you. Let's see, so there's my text. And I'm going to click here. I'm going to go into my system. And I'm going to type in that. There's that Rebecca font. So it's going to change to that. But if you go over here, she's got this really pretty heart on the end of it. How come mine don't? I typed it, but it didn't have it. Well, you got to make it do it. So you go in here and you look for your character map. Windows comes with one, I'm sure. I don't know how about other operating systems. I've never used anything but Windows. So if you go in here to your character map, now this is on Beautiful Friends because that's what I was playing with. You go in here and you'll look it up and you can type it in. So there, it brought up Rebecca. I can't hardly see what this is doing. I can kind of see it. If you want to use it, that's fine. I don't like it. So Windows has their Microsoft Store, so I clicked on that. went into Microsoft Store and I downloaded for free. Everything is free. You type in the character map, which I've already typed in because I downloaded it and installed it. And it's called Character Map UWP. So if you type in Character Map, it should bring this up, or type in the full name. Now it says it's owned because I've already installed this. You'll click on it, and right here where it says open, it will say install, and you'll just install that into your system as normal. Then once you have that installed, you can go in here and open it up. Just, in your program folder, you would find it right there, Character Map UWP. I'm going to open this up. It's going to load all my fonts, and it's going to load them all in alphabetical order over here, and it's going to show you what they look like before you use them. And you can see everything it has to offer. You can come up here and search. So I'm going to type in the R, and there's that Rebecca font. So now I want that heart on the end of my name like it has. Well, down in here, like here's the heart. There's all the heart ends to the letters, like here's the Y. Well, there's my Y with the heart. Okay, that's what I want. So I'm going to hit copy, and it's going to copy to my clipboard. I'm going to come back over to my design space. I'm going to double click that and open that text box back up. I'm going to backspace on that Y and get rid of it. Now you can't just copy and paste. You can't right click and paste. It doesn't work. So how am I going to get that in there? You have to hit Control, your Control key, your CTRL, and the V. V is in Victor. So Control V, and it's going to pop it in there. So now I have that heart on there. And you do that for any extra letters that you want. Like here's just the plain heart. So maybe I want to copy that. Go back to Design Space. Do this, and I want to put that in the front. Control, CTRL key, Control, V as in Victor. And it's going to put that heart there. But now it's not joined together very nicely, and I'm like, ugh. Well, you just kind of go in here now. This is your basic Cricut. Just ungroup those. And now you can move this over. Now I like to use my arrow key and put it where I like it. So maybe I like it there, or you can, click and drag. Maybe I want to put it in there a little further. And I can do that, and then, I don't really like that little piece sticking up. And I didn't want to move my K, so there we go. So you can, you just kind of can fool with it and decide where you would like it to be. And you just gotta fiddle around with it. So to me that looks pretty good. And you can go back in here and you can group it. And then when I do that, I'll group it and then I'll hit weld. So it welds it all into one piece. But the K will be cut separate. Now, so that is how you do that. Now if you want to get that beautiful friend, which is really pretty, let's search that, and there's this beautiful friend. And it comes with all these extras. Let me make that a little bigger for you. So it comes with all these little extra letters and curly cues, because if I just go into Cricut and make a new text box and I type in beautiful friend, and I go up in here and I go to my fonts, my system, and type in best. Oh, beautiful, not best. There's my beautiful friend. going to change it. But when I look at it, and I come over here, it don't look anything like that. And this is where everybody was complaining about that Samantha Upright font. Or paying $20 for this font. I'm typing it, and it's not working. And that you have to do that with any font that has extra doodahs and pretty things. So the same thing, I would have to go in here and do this, and then type in well, come on now, computer. Beautiful friend, and click on that, and then I could go in here now and find all the letters. See, these ones all have the little curly cues, and this will give you a nice big preview over here. So, you know, there's that really pretty B, and I'm just going to hit, you can hit add, you could do it all down here and copy and paste it, or you can just click copy down here, copy it to your clipboard. I hope y'all saw that. Right here it says copy. You copy that to the clipboard, and come in here and do the same thing. I want to change the B, so I'm going to put my cursor there, backspace, Control V as in Victor, and there you have the E, or the B, and then like, you know, they have the E with the fancy, and then I think the T is fine. Now they have a fancier T, and then the F is, you know, fancy. So you would just have to go in here and, you know, search up the characters. Now I've tried doing it here. If you know the Unicode, which is this little number, the U with the number, you can use that. I tried using like an E. It doesn't really work too well. I've tried that, but to me it's not working very good. So if I do F, I'm trying to find it, but you know, it's not that great. So you just really got to keep going in here and searching. If you make a bigger screen, it's a little bit easier to find it. So down here would be that really pretty F. If you click on it, I'll show you a preview. So there's that one there. I like that one, so I would come down here to copy. Right here, copy, go in here and change my F, backspace, Control V as in Victor, and then I'll put the F in there for me. So that's how you get those special characters into your fonts, so that you don't feel like you've wasted money if you did buy one of those fonts from, you know, a website of some sort. So that is my little tutorial for y'all today, and I'm glad to be back. I just want to say a real big thank you to everybody for all those prayers and the outpouring support of my channel and all the well wishes and everything. You guys are amazing. You know, but everybody who left beautiful comments and sent prayers and well wishes, I thank you all so much. Our prayers are answered. So I will be going back to work. I'm not sure exactly when, but when I find out, I will let y'all know. Other than that, I don't have really much more to say. But to say hi, and I'm coming back, and I'm going to come back strong, and we're going to do hopefully some fun tutorials. If you want to see more Cricut tutorials, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I'll be more than happy to show you what I know. I may not know it all, but I'll teach you what I do know. And that is it for now, my friends. So I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to take care. Stay safe, and remember, I love each and every one of you, and I've missed you all so much. And again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your well wishes and prayers. Alright, friends, take care. Bye-bye.